Corbin Burns of the Diamondbacks. Oh, there's our first auto, people, and it is a on card. And it is of Greg Jones, rookie card of the Rockies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching around the world. Welcome to a brand new episode from Just Another Sports Card Collector. So we are doing the Topps 2026 Archives Baseball set this week, and we have opened our two value boxes, and we are on to the big boy, the £125 worth, so 5 times the amount paid for the hobby box. So this box contains 2 autos and 8 exclusive pink parallels per box, and in this box you get, doesn't tell you how many packs you get. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, here we go. So we get 24 packs, of which you get 8 cards per pack, which is similar to the other packs. So the packs with a special insert may contain less cards, but anyway, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So hope you enjoy these types of videos, just the unboxing, seeing what we get and rating. If you do, please like, share and subscribe. We have plenty other videos that we shall be doing, so subscribing is the best way to catch them when they come out. See, actually did this properly, which is very unlikely. So we have our 24 packs. So what we shall do is move this to the side, take out our first pack, and let's go ahead. Always with these ones, put them on a Sunday. It will be a long video, so don't feel offended if you speed up to watch it in 4, 5, 6, however, not 4, 5, 6. If you just speed up just to watch it. Anyway, moving on to pack number 1. We start off with Mike Piazza of the Mets, the great catcher there in the 90s. Carlos Santana of the Guardians. Agustin Ramirez of the Miami Marlins. Double check what team that was there. Then we have his teammate Griffin Conine of the Marlins. Keep on to call them Florida Marlins, but it's Miami Marlins. Then we have Marcelo Mayer of the Red Sox. Then we have Dustin Harris of the Rangers. Luis Severino of the Athletics. And then we end this pack with Justin Verlander of my team, the Giants. So I don't think there is any relic cards, it is just autos that you get. Which, to be honest, autos do better if you're selling them than the relic cards. Then we start this pack with Vladimir Guerrero Sr. when he was at the Montreal Expos. Tyler Soderstrom of the Athletics. Charles Maedroff of the White Sox. Chase Maedroff even of the White Sox. I've already given you a guess of what our special insert is there. So we have Lars Nootbaar of the Cardinals. Then we have Carl Ripken Jr. 19-time MLB All-Star there of the Orioles. Put that to one side. Then we have a Seth Lugo of the Royals, Austin Wells of the Yankees, and then we end with Ryne Sandberg of the Chicago Cubs. So filming this on the shortest day of the year, which is Sunday the 21st of December. And we start this pack with the man who I get in every single set of these baseball ones, which is Reed Loader. No offense to him, but I just get lots of cards of him. Kyle Tucker of the Cubs. Chase Dollander of the Rockies. Jorbit Vivas of the Yankees. Our second standout, but our first one of this, of Kobe Mayo, bend back on perforated line. No, I won't do that, I'll just keep it as is. Then we have Mike Schmidt of the Philadelphia Phillies. Kobe Bellinger of the Yankees, and then we end with Ellie Del Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds. So flying through these packs here. Chasing down these pink exclusive parallels. We've got the black ones in the value box. We'll start this pack with Adele Amador of the Rockies, Colton Cowser of the Orioles, Edgar Quero of the White Sox, Sonny Gray of the Cardinals. There's our Cyber Stats card there of Jose Ramirez. We got a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in one of these in our first value pack there. Then we have a River Ryan of the Dodgers, Rafael Devers of the Giants, and then we end with Jordan Lawler of the Arizona Diamondbacks, which is I think our first Diamondback player that we got in several hundred cards. And these packs are always geared towards the bigger teams. So we start this one with James Wood for the Nationals, Adley Rutschman of the Orioles. We have a green. What does that mean? It's a picture. It's the Braves. Spencer Strider. And it's green and numbered 99 to 99 even, number 37 there. So there's our first numbered in this box. We got a Juan Soto numbered in our previous video. If you haven't seen that, give it a watch. So put that at the back there. Then we have O'Neal Cruz of the Pirates. MJ Melendez of the Royals. Then our last three is Drake Baldwin of the Braves, Junior Caminero of the Rays, and then Kobe Mayo of the Orioles. And we start off our next pack with Nico Horner of the Cubs, Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Braves, a pink, so that's our first pink, and it is of Yu Darvish there, got a funky looking pink parallel there. Then we have Holt Keefe of the Tigers, Luis Robert Jr. of the White Sox. Then our last three is Max Scherzer of the Blue Jays, Barry Larkin of the Cincinnati Reds, and then we end with Tony Gwynn of the San Diego Padres. Moving on to our next pack. And we have Angel Martinez of the Guardians, rookie. Salvador Perez of the Kansas City Royals. Oh, a green. A pink. If I didn't give too much away, and it is of Sonny Gray. There. Of the Cardinals. Then we have Tristan Casas. I thought that was dirt in the card, but it's actual dirt that he has thrown up there. Tristan Casas there. Then we have Christian Yelich of the Brewers. I think that's the first Brewers. Then we have Seiya Suzuki of the Cubs, Jackson Jobe of the Tigers, and then we end with Lawrence Butler of the Athletics. And we start this pack with Gleyber Torres of the Tigers, Caden Dana of the Angels. Always got to be careful just in case you pull a special insert there, but not yet. We have Drew Romo of the Colorado Rockies, Stephen Kwan of the Guardians. We have a Cyber Stats of Bobby Witt Jr. And then we end this pack with Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks, Christian Walker of the Astros, and our final card in this pack is Jackson Chourio of the Milwaukee Brewers. And we start this pack with Christian Campbell of the Red Sox. I think we can see we have a pink here. Derek Jeter of the Yankees. The White Sox, and we have Edgar Quero of the White Sox in the pink. Yu Darvish of the Padres, had him before. Mike Trout of the Angels. Then our three at the end is Eddie Murray of the Orioles, Tony Oliva of the Twins, and then we end with Jared Jones of the Pittsburgh Pirates. So still not got our one of our two autographs yet. It should be in there. Anyway, we start off this pack with Browns of Satchel Paige, Randy Johnson. There, picture for the Mariners back in the day. We have a green, so that must be a number card. Thought we had a green. This card's getting stuck, so maybe it's not green. No, it's not. We have Gunnar Henderson. Connor Nordby. There of the Marlins. Then we have another Punch Out and Bends. So that's our standees of Kyle Tucker of the Cubs. Then we end this pack with George Brett of the Royals. Luis Aparicio of the White Sox. And then Cody Senga of the New York Mets. I think I've now gotten on how to open these packs so they don't open straight forward. We start off with Jazz Chisholm Jr. of the Yankees, Pop Rodriguez of the Rangers, Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros, Yolkensi No of the Guardians. Then we have a All-Star of Juan Soto, 4-time MLB All-Star. Then we end this pack with Shane Bieber of the Blue Jays, Bryce Harper of the Phillies, and then Ryan Bliss of the Mariners. So I think we're at least more than halfway through this set. Hope you're still with me and enjoying this video. We start off with Jason Dominguez of the Yankees, David Festa of the Twins. We have a pink exclusive. It is of Yandy Diaz of the Rays. Edwin Diaz of the New York Mets. Kumar Rocker of the Rangers. Then our last three is Matt Shaw of the Cubs, Ted Williams of the Red Sox back in the day, and Jacob deGrom of the Texas Rangers. So we are just about to hit the halfway point. See what this pack gives us. We have Marcell Ozuna of the Braves, Zach Gallen of the Diamondbacks. Then we have Sharon Duran of the Red Sox, Matt Olson of the Braves, Dylan Cruz of the Nationals. Then we have Zach Veen of the Rockies, Mick Abel of the Phillies, and Honus Wagner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, which we got that set in a in a value pack. Let's move on to our next pack. We have Jace Jung of the Tigers, Corbin Burns of the Diamondbacks. Oh, there's our first auto, people, and it is a on card, and it is of Greg Jones, rookie card of the Rockies. So there is the little stamp, the Topps Archives fan favorite certified autograph issue. Yeah. Doesn't have anything different, but there is our auto in blue pen on card. That one came as a surprise. Anyway, so moving back, we have Kevin Alcantara of the Cubs, Aaron Judge of the Yankees, Marcus Semien of the Rangers, and we have Brian McCann of the Braves, Alex Bregman of the Red Sox, and that is our pack. So, first auto done. Tick. Let's see where we get our second auto, and we have Trey Turner for the Phillies, Chandler Simpson for the Rays. We have a green, see a Marlins. So this must be a numbered card. It is Yuri Perez, numbered 28 of 99. So put that to the back. Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers, Spencer Strider of the Braves. Then we have Lourdes Gurriel Jr. of the Diamondbacks, Padres of Manny Machado, and then we have Hee-Sung Kim, which we got a relic card of his in the Allen Yinter for the LA Dodgers. So we don't seem to be getting as many inserts as we did in the value, but we are getting obviously a lot more numbered cards, and obviously the 2 guaranteed autos, so you can't really complain. And we start off with the Athletics of Gunnar Hoglund, Ken Griffey Jr. for the Mariners, the pink, and it is of George Springer for the Blue Jays. Got to be careful just in case there is an auto hiding somewhere. Doesn't appear to be. Then we have Shea Langellers of the Athletics. Apologies if I butcher his name. We have Olives Martinez of the Blue Jays, Cody Seager of the Rangers, Michael Harris II for the Braves. Then we end this pack with Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs. No longer. I believe he has moved to Baltimore, in the division that is so hard to get out of. There's so many strong teams in it, like Boston, Yankees, Rays, Blue Jays. You know, that's what you're up against. So these teams have to invest big if they want to reap any rewards. And we start off with Giancarlo Stanton of the Yankees, Chase Petty of the Reds, Nathaniel Lowe of the Nationals. Now we have, it's going to be an insert, but it's not, Shea Whitcomb of the Astros. The next one is a black, and it is numbered to 25, and it is those bend ones of Matt Shaw of the Cubs. I'm going to leave it as is. I don't feel a card like that needs to be bent into its shape. Then we end this pack with Brenton Doyle of the Rockies, Luis Arez of the Padres, and Cole Reagans of the Royals. And we'll start this pack with Tariq Skubal of the Tigers, Framber Valdez of the Astros, Ian Happ of the Cubs, Anthony Volpe of the Yankees, Hank Aaron of the Braves. Then we have another one, but is of Marcelo Mayer, not numbered. And then we end this with Willie Adames of my team, the Giants, Mickey Betts with the Dodgers, and that is our next pack done. So moving on to our next one. I was trying to keep these videos under 30 minutes. We'll have Byron Buxton of the Twins, Nolan Arenado of the Cardinals, Darren Baker of the Nationals, this card gets stuck, Adrian Gonzalez of the Padres, and then you'll see here that we have our cyber stats of Aaron Judge. Then we end this pack with Xavier Edwards of the Marlins, Mason Wynn of the Cardinals, and George Springer of the Blue Jays. Had that card before. So any cards that you do see will be available on my YouTube store. Just check links in the description of my channel. Start off with A-Rod in his Mariners uniform. Now, is this an auto? Don't think it is. Nope. It is Max Muncy or Monkey. Don't even know how to say his name, but anyway, there he is for the Athletics. Another stuck card, which is of Alfonso Soriano of the Yankees, Ernie Banks of the Cubs, Freddie Freeman, Dodgers MLB All-Star. Then we have Chris Sale of the Braves, Bob Gibson of the Cardinals, and then we end with a Mickey Mantle of the New York Yankees. So we are down to our last four. One autograph down, 3 numbered cards already. We start off with Ryan Howard of the Phillies, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Blue Jays, a pink, and it is of Mason Wynn of the Cardinals, Josh Naylor of the Diamondbacks, Heston Kjerstad of the Orioles. Then we end this pack with Alec Bohm of the Phillies, Dylan Dingler of the Tigers, should stop smirking, giant child, and Ben Rice of the Yankees. And we start off with Pedro Martinez for the Red Sox. Great picture back in the day. Ty Cobb with the Tigers. Then our next pink, and it is a giant of Grant McRae. That's going to be a good one for the collection. Then we have Jorge Posada of the Yankees. Back in the day, good catcher. Was a catcher, wasn't he? Yeah. Not a patch on Buster Posey, but you know. Cam Smith of the Astros. And then we end this pack with Moises Ballesteros of the Cubs, Lou Gehrig of the Yankees, and then Carl Ripken Jr. of the Orioles. So old school. It's a very old school pack. bar also a couple of them. So we're now auto hunting. We're on to our last 2 packs. Then we start the second last pack with Jack Flaherty, Yuri Perez of the Marlins. There we go, people, and it is of Ryan Howard of the Philadelphia Phillies. Again, certified issue on card auto. I think it scores extra points for having the on card auto. Put that to the side there. We have Miguel Cabrera of the Tigers, Johnny Bench of the Reds. I had to double check that one there for a second. And then we end with Jackson Holliday of the Orioles, Francisco Alvarez of the Mets, and Spencer Torkelson of the Tigers. So we're on to our last pack of the box. And we have Shohei Ohtani, need we say any more? Xander Bogaerts of the Padres, our last pink, which is of Moises Ballesteros of the Cubs, Babe Ruth, Rod Carew? It's difficult, these, the fonts are quite, C's and B's are quite close together, but it is Rod Carew. Then we end with Drew Thorpe, Dylan Cruz, and CJ Abrams of the Washington Nationals. So there we go, 24 packs, cards in the hobby box, and we pull our 2 rookies, or 2 autos on card, Ryan Howard and Greg Jones, as well as a couple of numbered cards there at the back, as well as this one of the as well as our pop-up to 25 of Matt Shot there. So I'll sleep that up ASAP after this video has stopped. So I score this hobby box an 8 out of 10 overall, £125, fairly good value. You get a lot of cards in the different designs, as I've said before. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and I shall catch you on my next video. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. Goodbye.